A toothsome tale. Parashurama was known to be the axe-wielding incarnation of Vishnu. In the past, Lord Shiva had granted him a boon of immense power to defeat his enemies. Parashurama had successfully destroyed an entire demon army and the kings who allied with them. After the war ended, Parashurama went to Mount Kailash to thank and pay his gratitude to Lord Shiva. But Ganesha stopped him at the entrance of Mount Kailash. "I have come to meet Lord Shiva. Let me enter his abode." Parashurama politely asked him to clear the way, but Ganesha didn't budge from his stance. "Parashurama ji, Mahadev wouldn't like it if someone disturbed him during meditation," Ganesha said. "You haven't seen my anger. There is no one in the world who can stop me. Move." Parashurama commenced walking, but Ganesha again denied him entry. Parashurama was enraged and a battle ensued with Ganesha. For a while, Ganesha seemed to be winning. Then Parashurama took out the divine axe, Parashu, which he had received from Shiva. It was the same axe that had helped him fight all the corrupt demons. An angry Parashurama didn't think much and attacked poor Ganesha with his axe. Ganesha noticed it coming his way, but this time he didn't move. "I can't disrespect the Parashu that was gifted to you by my father." With this, Ganesha allowed Parashurama's weapon to hit him. It chopped off his left tusk. Shiva and Parvati came out running and saw Ganesha on the floor, groaning in pain. Parashurama felt guilty for his actions and begged the divine couple to forgive him. "Apologizing won't bring my son's tooth back," Parvati blamed him. "Mother, it won't go in vain. He shall be called Ekadant, one-toothed," Parashurama answered. Confronting Ganesha, Shiva and Parvati forgave Parashurama. Ganesha's journey around the world. Shiva and Parvati wanted their two sons, Ganesha and Kartikeya, to get married. They couldn't decide who should be married first. "You both are equally dear to me. We don't want to hurt either of our sons by choosing the other," Shiva said. To settle the situation, Shiva and Parvati decided to test them. "I want you both to travel round the world thrice and return here. Whoever returns first will be married first," Shiva announced. As soon as Shiva said these words, Kartikeya didn't waste a single minute and immediately hopped onto his vehicle, a peacock. By the time Ganesha mounted his vehicle, the mouse, his brother, had already bashed out on his journey. "With my huge belly and my vehicle, I can't defeat my elder brother, and it would be impossible to travel that far." Ganesha waited and pondered over the task. He then made a decision based on his wisdom and soon came up with a solution. He went where his parents were seated. He asked for their permission and circled them thrice. Mother, Father, I have finished circling the world. Please make arrangements for my wedding, Ganesha said. Ganesha, what are you doing? We had asked the two of you to travel round the world. Your brother is ahead of you, Parvati urged him. I believe that my parents and my universe and are very dear to me. It's mentioned in the Vedas that anything that is dear to you becomes the center of your life, your world, Ganesha stated. The parents weren't aware of Ganesha's wit and affection. They couldn't argue with him and made arrangements for his wedding. They went to meet Vishvarua, the son of Kashyapa. Vishvarua had two daughters named Siddhi and Riddhi. Ganesha married the two sisters in a grand ceremony. The return of Kartikeya. Many years later, Ganesha became the proud father of two sons, Laksha and Labha. His elder brother also returned to Mount Kailash after traveling around the world. But Kartikeya didn't expect to find Ganesha already married. Kartikeya heard the whole story from Narada Muni. He felt cheated and decided to live separately from his family. So he went to Mount Krauncha and continued residing there. He never got married, and that is why he is referred to as Kumara. Shiva and Parvati visited their elder son regularly. On the day of new moon, Amavasya, Lord Shiva visited him, while Parvati visited him on the day of the full moon, Purnima. Ganesha becomes a writer. Sage Vedavyasa, the grandfather of the Pandavas, was once meditating in the Himalayas. Suddenly, the god of creation, Lord Brahma, appeared before him and said, "As you have seen the entire story of Mahabharata, could you write it down? I think you would be the best person for this task." Vedavyasa knew that the Mahabharata was a very complex story and said, "Lord, I can't compose and write such a lengthy story at the same time. Please advise to me somebody who can help me write it." Brahma recommended Lord Ganesha for the task. Sage Vyasa started meditating on Lord Ganesha and soon he appeared before him. Vyasa narrated his concerns to him and requested Ganesha to become his scribe. "I shall assist you in this task, Sage Vyasa, but on the condition that you will recite the Mahabharata non-stop," Ganesha said. Vyasa smiled and asked Lord Ganesha for a favor, "But Ganesha, promise me that you will write only once you understand the lines that I dictate." Lord Ganesha accepted the condition. Sage Vyasa and Ganesha began writing. Sometimes Ganesha took time to understand the complex lines narrated by Sage Vyasa. It took both of them 3 years of continuous speaking and writing to complete the epic. Ganesha went back to his abode, a boon by the Devas, and the Trimurti had made him immortal After the elephant head was placed on him,